a freestyle fighter holding a professional record, 29 wins, 7 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 171 pounds. Fighting out of Lake Forest, California, Jake the Juggernaut Ellenberger! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 22 wins, 10 losses, 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 171 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, Ruthless Robbie Lavler! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our referee for this great battle. Vanessa, Ariani, Brittany, Robbie Lawler with the big left hand, Jake Ellenberger with the big right hand. And we are set. Tonight's clock brought to you by Bud Light. Here we go. The southpaw, Robbie Lawler in the black trunks, Jake Ellenberger in the gray trunks. Both men also very good wrestlers. Old school Militich fighter, Robbie Lawler. His longtime friend and former training partner, the Hall of Famer, Matt Hughes, in attendance watching his buddy Robbie very closely.
Both guys feeling each other out here, trying to find the distance. Robbie moving a lot, and that's one of the things that we've seen in the resurgence of Robbie Lawler is the technical aspects of it. Big head kick right there. The technical aspects of his research. And another one. Jake's in trouble. Those are 2 really big shots. He's much more technical now. His footwork is better. He's not just this rabid berserker that we saw early in his career. He sets those up, and that left kick is money. He's landed 2 up top to the guard and 1 to the body. But those 2 to the guard, slamming into your forearms, is not fun.
Absolutely.
And although Ellenberger blocked him, those are scary. They're scary and they're stunning.
Ellenberger needs to circle away from the powerful left side of Robbie Lawler.
Yeah, Robbie faked that one that time, which was kind of interesting. Almost like he's trying to set him up with that and throw something different. See how he reacts to it.
Still trying to find that angle. The one thing that has remained consistent for Robbie, Joe, is his training of his striking game with Matt Pena.
What's going on right now from Ellenberger that I don't like is what was going on in the Rory McDonald fight, which was he goes into a defensive shell when he gets tagged. And that's how he's at right now. He has not thrown anything of significance yet. He's not tried to fire back and get respect from Robbie. He's not tried to do anything to take the momentum of the fight back. He's still waiting for his openings, looking for his opportunity, but then Robbie takes advantage every time he moves forward.
Lawler landed 150+ significant strikes in that title fight with Johnny Hendricks. What a battle that was going to distance. He likes that high kick.
He does.
Scouting Jake Ellenberger, somebody thought it was a good idea to go high with that left kick.
You're seeing the difference, really, in the style of Robbie. The movement, the opening up with these kicks right away, the way he just slid away from that right hand. He's just a much better fighter now. Much better.
A pro since 2001.
Well, we've had a chance to really see him mature inside the octagon.
Absolutely. We've seen the whole ride, up and down.
Yeah. Now for... Nice knee to the body there by Robbie. Now for Jake, he's got to get something going here, Mike. He's got to get something going, and he can't wait. He's short with that right hand, which means he's a bit tentative. He's not pressing forward, try to really cover the distance because he's worried about getting cracked while he's coming in.
Absolutely, and dropping that hand and getting kicked again.
Yeah, he can't think about that. See, he threw that punch and immediately ducked under. A bit gun shy early in this round.
Robbie has sent a message early. A little slip by Jake.
He sent a big message early in the form of left kicks.
Yep.
And he shut Jake down. I mean, Jake's output this round is shockingly low, especially when you're coming off of a fight like the Rory McDonald fight where that was a big disappointment. He ducked under there, but paused.
He also has it looked at potentially countering Robbie's strikes with a takedown.
Well, you see that redness under the right arm all over his body where those kicks have landed. And that's the reason. There's a reason for all this hesitation. That he's felt that power. And even
look
as
to
he's
engage
landing,
there.
yeah, but even as he's landing these, he's slightly pulling back.
And Lawler again goes to that high kick.
Oh, he gets tagged with that counter right.
Again, Robbie connects. Final minute of round one. All Robbie Lawler.
Again with the left. Ellenberger's standing right in front of him when he throws these shots. He's throwing these shots and waiting for something.
And he's circling towards the left side of Lawler again. See if Robbie tries to time another one of those kicks. Big swing and a miss. Jake threw so hard he got off balance, Joe. To the body.
Shot to the body there. And that's what Jake needs. More of that. A good left hook there by Jake. There's that kick again.
That punch to the body, the best here in round one for Ellenberger. Tonight's Corner Cam brought to you by Watch Dogs, the video game. Available May 27th. Pre-order now.
Relax, relax. Everything looking great.
Great round.
Okay, this is it. Listen. Now you're touching him, okay? And when you're touching him, he wants to fight with you. Counter takedown is going to come, okay? But listen, when you touch him, you lose your legs under you. You touch him, angle off, and touch him again, okay? He was trying to set that head kick up, so he's moving his hands, his legs, so that he could kick, okay? All right? He's too slow for you, okay? You're pulling back and you're seeing it. You're just not reacting to it. When you miss, you got to react to it, okay?
He's lining up the big shot, Robbie. Mix that high kick up, all right? Yep. Control the chaos. Control the chaos.
Edmund Tarverdian in the corner of Jake Ellenberger. Of course, the trainer for Ronda Rousey said, Jake, you're faster. Let's see your hand speed. And they're happy with Robbie Lawler, but they don't want him to go to that leg kick too often, Joe. They want him to set it up. The head kick really sent a message early to the juggernaut.
Ellenberger landed with that right hand. He needs more of that. Here's that head kick again.
A lot more urgency here, beginning of round two for Ellenberger.
This is a different sort of...
Oh, my.
Oh, Robbie
Nice.
tagged here.
An answer.
But he's forcing Ellenberger into a Robbie Lawler type fight.
Makes him pay for a potential takedown attempt.
Good knee to the body there by Robbie. Good jab. Nice short jab by Robbie.
The Nebraska wrestler, the Iowa wrestler, and they're striking here to move up the ladder at 170.
Robbie Lawler is stalking Jake Ellenberger. And Jake Ellenberger is coming up short with these punches. He just does not look at his best here tonight. And it is because of the power that he felt early in the round.
And Robbie just 2 months removed from a 25-minute war, Joe.
And Robbie also with the confidence of a guy who almost won the welterweight title and is fighting the best he's ever fought in his career, whereas Ellenberger is coming off of the most disappointing performance in a long time.
Undoubtedly, Lawler would love another shot at Johnny Hendricks. And don't forget Woodley and Roy McDonald in Vancouver next month.
Well, Robbie's publicly said that if they judge fights based on damage, he would be the champion. He thinks that he did more damage in that fight. And he certainly had the champion in positions where he didn't have him. I mean, Robbie had Johnny Hendricks hurt, and Hendricks really never had Robbie in deep, deep water.
Of course, Johnny would tell you the same thing against George St. Pierre.
It's true, and he's right? He's correct. Well, I think that was a bad decision. Good straight left. I don't think that the Hendricks-Robbie Lawler fight was a bad decision. I think it was a perfect close fight. Yeah, Ellenberger just got tagged with the left hand here while we're talking about other fights.
Yeah, Robbie's mixing it up so well, Joe.
Yeah, he's tuning up Jake Ellenberger. I mean, this is the first fight I've ever seen Jake Ellenberger in where he looks outclassed. He just got tagged with the left hand there.
With the threat of that head kick, now all of a sudden the body shots are open.
He stood right in front of Robbie, and he's getting hurt. Ellenberger's in trouble, Mike.
Robbie's got such a classic style of striking. Hands in perfect position.
Well, what we saw in the Rory McDonald fight was Rory pick Ellenberger apart, but we didn't see him in deep danger like he is here. This is a different situation for Ellenberger. And now Ellenberger looking for the takedown, and he gets it.
Jake's been out a while, too. He had that partial hamstring
Look at
tear.
this. Robbie's laughing. Ellenberger's on top of him, and Robbie's laughing, and Robbie turns it around and back up. He was laughing. And that wasn't to put on a show. It's like he's having a good time. Beautiful.
Knew that knee was coming.
That was perfectly placed, too.
That one hurt him. That knee took the wind out of Jake Ellenberger.
And he's looking to land these punches, placing them very well, making sure he doesn't hit the back of the head.
Life at 170 has been
hard shots. Hard shots by Lavler, and well placed. Spins to the back.
More tough shots. Ellenberger spins around. 18 career wins by knockout, 1 by submission.
Ellenberger's in all sorts of trouble here, Mike. All sorts of trouble. He's trying to get back up to his feet. He does. He eats a shot.
Look at his nose now. All busted up.
And he's trying to wing shots back, but Robbie is just simply too good tonight. And there's a takedown again.
Got it.
And another big smile from Robbie Lawler.
Yep. 2 takedowns here for Jake Ellenberger, but what can he do from this position?
Well, he's got to get some serious ground and pound work in here. 45 seconds to go. Good defense on the ground by Robbie. And look at this.
Can't hold him down.
Right back up to his feet.
Just over 30 now.
And Robbie went to take him down. Knee to the body. Another knee. Robbie's got a bit of a mouse under the left eye, Mike.
Total strikes, by far Lawler the dominant fighter. Ellenberger much better output here in round 2 though. Jake has the second most knockdowns in welterweight history. Short elbow.
Another big round for Robbie Lawler.
Absolutely.
Big round. Jake Ellenberger is in a desperate situation here.
Keep your head up, nice and relaxed. Soft. You had a cut. It's okay. Keep. Nice and relaxed. Nice and relaxed. Nice and relaxed. Jake, you got to fire with both hands and stay low. You listening? When you get inside, now you got to exchange. You got to let both hands go to win this fight. You got to get inside tight. Nice and tight, okay? You got to get inside, and you got to bring in a fight, okay? Bring him into a fight. Takedowns will be there also. But when you get inside, you got to fire both hands. You got to plant foundation. Foundation and explode. Both hands you got to fire. You got to dip in deep, okay, to win this fight. Okay? You got to deep. You got to dig in deep to win this fight. This round, you got to let it all in the cage, okay?
Great advice in the corner of Jake Ellenberger. He's got to let it go.
Well, it's great advice, except Robbie Lawler's going to let it go too. The problem is Robbie Lawler is outclassing him. It's not just a matter of Ellenberger letting it go. It's a matter of staying conscious while he lets it go. Robbie's just getting off the better strikes and much more of them.
Making Jake look very ordinary.
I mean, this is the last round, but there is some swelling, again, under the left eye of Robbie Lawler that might become a factor. Ellenberger throwing very few kicks. There's a big knee to the body by Lawler.
Yeah, he threw first with the hook, and then Robbie was able to connect with the knee. There's a right hand,
There's
and another.
And a left hook. He hurt him. He hurt him.
And again he caught him. Swinging for the fence here.
Ellenberger has Robbie Lawler in trouble.
Absolutely. The right hand connected big time.
This is weird. Ellenberger just sort of, he might have hurt his hand, Mike.
Uppercut.
There's something about the way he's holding his right hand that I don't like.
Right after he connected with his best punch.
Yeah.
Now look, his hand's wide open.
And he sort of wilted a little bit, like as if he was in pain.
Keep an eye on it.
Yeah, he's barely throwing it.
And that's the biggest weapon he has to try to pull this off.
I think he hurt his right hand. He hurt his right hand in that wild exchange because the way he's throwing it now, he's like almost like he's afraid to touch him with it.
Yeah, he kind of hit Robbie in the top of the head.
Well, he
was busted it up.
Winging.
Bad just may have gotten worse for Jake Ellenberger.
Yeah, there's something wrong with him, without a doubt. He just keeps touching it, and he threw that punch and immediately touched it afterwards, even though he didn't hit him with it. A big shift in this fight, for sure. And really, unfortunately, because for Ellenberger, it was the first time he had success.
And he had him hurt.
This is one of the reasons why it's important to have a full arsenal of weapons that you're comfortable with. Kicks. There he goes.
Very through the right. Just about to the midway point of the third and final round.
He threw it again. Needs more of those kicks. Throw some elbows. I mean, you can all remember when Uriah Faber fought for the title and he broke both his hands and was throwing elbows.
There's a left hand from Robbie Lawler. And again, Robbie looks just very crisp, technical, sharp, and Jake looks off, like you said. It doesn't look like the Jake Ellenberger that we know.
He's got tagged in the eye and looked to Herb Dean. He might be looking for a way out.
2 minutes.
And there's a big knee.
And another shot. Trying to finish his fight.
He's done.
It is all over! Ruthless Robbie Lawler finishes Jake Ellenberger.
It looks like he got hit in the eye. He's covering his eye. Big win for Robbie Lawler. Robbie sensed he was